Jambo viewers, this is your favorite storyteller again, Stanley Kareithi, and again with me is my son here, David. David, say Jambo.
Jambo viewers.
And today it's a different topic, a different story. In fact, today we have a class. It's a class. We want to teach you one or two things. To begin with, there is a lot of you who have heard about the Big Five. Many people talk of the Big Five. But today we also want to talk about the Little Five and the Ugly Five. And we'll start with the Big Five because most of you know about it. A few might not know about it. And the term Big Five was created in the 40s, in the 50s by the game hunters. It was about the challenge involved. These were the most difficult animals to bring down. They were very difficult to bring down, but also when you did bring down one of them, then you took home a beautiful trophy. So with me is David, and he is going to take us through the list of the Big Five. Take it, David.
All right. First and foremost, we'll start with the king himself, the lion. The lion being the first among the Big Five.
Yes. Simba. Simba is the king of the jungle. He rules in the African jungle. The lion. Number one. Number two.
Number two, we go to the next carnivore, the cat that lives up on trees, and that's the leopard.
The cat that is the most elusive, in fact, out of the African game, is the most elusive animal to fight on safari, the leopard, because they are nocturnal, mostly active during the night. In fact, you know why a leopard is spotted? It is spotted so that it's not spotted. Number three.
Number three, we go to the herbivores, and we'll start with the giant, the elephant himself.
The elephant, a group of elephants, the books call it a herd of elephants. I don't like that term. We call it now a memory of elephants, because elephants do not forget. They remember. The matriarch, the oldest in the family of elephants, is very important. She remembers the permanent sources of water. She remembers all the permanent salt licks. And she can remember all the safe routes when it comes to migration. The elephant. Go ahead.
True. Next, we have the aggressive beast, and that's the buffalo.
Oh, the buffalo. The meanest animal out there. In fact, a buffalo is an animal that will never give you a smile. They see you, they go down behind a bush, behind a termite mound, so that you can get close for them to get a chance to knock you down. That's why they really kill a lot of people in Africa. Right?
Yes, that's true. Then to the next one, and that's the last one in this category, we have the rhino.
Yes, and we have two types of rhinos in Kenya. We have the black rhino, that is a browser, which is indigenous in Kenya. Then we have the white rhino, the wide-mouthed rhino that we brought up from South Africa just to boost the number of rhinos in Kenya. The one that is indigenous in Kenya, the black rhino, is more mean because they are solitary animals. You know, in the wild out there, there is safety in numbers. And most of the animals that are solitary, they also tend to be dangerous, because any slight of provocation might make them turn against you, and it's not a good thing. The black rhino is very dangerous, and a group of them, you call them a family of rhinos. Not another good term. Today we call them a crush of rhinos. Crush of rhinos. On to the next list of the Little Five. David,
Okay.
kindly just go through the list of the big five again before we go to the next one.
Sure, I'm pleasured. First of all, we'll have the antlion. The antlion coming from the word lion, so we have the small 5 as an antlion.
Yeah, the antlion is a small tiny insect that lives underground. They dig cones, small holes with a volcano on the top, and the soil on the top is left very loose so that whoever tries to walk around the top of the cone slides into this hole, and the antlion is just waiting underground to suck out the life of these dodos. The antlion, small ant, like a cocktail ant. Next.
Yes, true. On to the next one, we have the leopard tortoise. The leopard tortoise.
Just like the name, the leopard tortoise, you know, leopards don't have spots. They have what we call rosettes. These are spotted animals with a ring around the spot. There's a spot and then a round ring around that spot, and it's called a rosette. Leopard tortoises, they have rosettes on the shell that makes them look like the leopards. Hence the name leopard tortoise.
That's true. We head on to the next one. The elephant shrew.
An elephant shrew is a very tiny animal, very tiny. Looks like a big mouse with a long snout that looks like an elephant trunk. We find them along our coast, Arabuko Sokoke Forest, near Watamu, and also we have a few in the southern part of Namara, near Sad River. Elephant shrew.
That's right. Then we'll go on to the next one. We have the buffalo weaver. The buffalo weaver.
Yeah, buffalo weaver. We have the white-headed buffalo weaver, we have the broad-billed buffalo weaver, red-billed. There are many of them, buffalo weavers, named after the meanest animal, the buffalo himself.
That's true. Then we'll go to the next one, and that's the last one in this category. That's the rhinoceros beetle. The rhinoceros beetle.
The rhinoceros beetle is a beetle that has got a horn, just like the rhino. They have a horn that looks like a rhino, big one, goes up, curved one. And you know, we have few rhinos. Our rhinos are endangered because some people believe that rhinos can make them become very strong. They believe that rhino horn is made of Viagra, which is wrong. That's just a wrong perception. The rhino horn is made of keratin, just like our hair or our nails. The reason we are advising those people, instead of going for the rhinos for their horns, they should instead chew their fingernails instead.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, now on the last list is the group of 5 that we call the ugly 5. I know most of you might disagree with me, but some of you will agree with me that some of our animals are not very beautiful. When we talk of beautiful animals, we talk of zebras, giraffes, a cheetah, a lilac-breasted roller, a grey-crowned crane, a Rio bee-eater. These are animals that are beautiful. But on this list, these animals are not very good looking. And David, please take us through this list of the ugly 5.
Please, let me take you over this. First of all, we have the naked mole rat.
The naked mole rat is a rat, just like the name. It's a big rat, lives underground, is naked, is pink in color, lots of wrinkles on the skin with no hair, and it's got 2 big teeth protruding from the mouth that enables them to feed on the tubers. They are parasites to the farmers. They go for carrots, sweet potatoes, and they are harmful. You know, they are very dangerous. They cause a lot of losses to our farmers, and for sure they are not beautiful.
Yeah.
By the way, one fact about them, they don't have pain receptors. You can cut off their legs, you can cut off their head, and they will not feel pain. That's a fact about them. Number 2, David?
Yes, we have the common birds that we have in Nairobi, and that's the marabou stork.
A marabou stork is this huge stork. It's a scavenger. They don't look very good. You look at the head, it's pink head with some hair, you know, spotted spots of hair on the head, and this hanging like airbag on the neck, makes it even look more ugly. And they're everywhere. They are scavengers. They like garbage sites. You find them in the cities like Nairobi. You have to be careful when you're walking in Nairobi under some of these trees, because they roost up in the trees. As you're walking under, they might decide to check the tires on you, and you might get whitewashed by the marabou storks. They are not beautiful animals.
That's true. On to the next one. We have the normal that's familiar to most of us, and that's the warthog.
Pumbaa, my friend. I love Pumbas. The only thing that I don't love about them is that they have the shortest memory, the Pumbas. They go into the burrow, they find it is dark there, and they forget why they went into the burrow. And they get out and the lions are waiting right there. They have the shortest memory. Pumbaa, the warthog.
That's right. Then we go to also the familiar one to most of us, and that's the crocuta, the hyena himself.
Oh, the hyena. Hyenas are not very beautiful because of how they act, how they make their kills. A group of hyenas is called a clan. I think a clan belongs to people. Somebody made a big mistake. I think they should be called a gang of hyenas, because they are like Al-Shabaab. They eat you to kill you. They don't kill you first. They eat you to kill you. Very painful death. The hyenas, one of the ugly 5.
True. Then we can go to the last one, and that's the wild beast.
The gnu. The white-bearded wildebeest is what we have in Kenya and in northern Tanzania, that is the Serengeti. And for sure, they are not very beautiful. Because when you look at a wildebeest keenly, you'll find out that they were made out of the spare parts, the leftovers. When you look at their head, they got the head of a buffalo. Yeah, you look at the head, the horns.
Yeah, when you look keenly, that's true.
Yeah, they have the buffalo head.
Yeah. And
the back, they have this slanted back, just like the back of the hyena, the crocuta.
Oh, yeah, that's exact.
So they have a back of a hyena.
Exactly, true.
If you look them also at the back, the tail, it's a beautiful tail. They have a tail of a horse.
Yeah.
And finally, the wildebeest have got the brains of the warthog. They have a short memory. You see them in the Mara, they are running every time. They are going round and round. These boys are just going round and round, making noise. Making noise, chasing females and chasing other girls, going round and round. Instead of feeding, they came from the Serengeti to the Mara because of food. They get here, they forget why they came here, they start running around. And then when it is time to run for their lives, they are already too tired. And they get caught and they get eaten. That's the wildebeest, the gnu. I'm sure viewers, you have learned something new today. When you come on safari, we just don't go looking for the big five.
Yeah.
We are going a step further, looking for the little five, and also telling you more about the ugly five.
Yeah.
Hope you get tuned, you keep tuned to this channel. Please hit those subscribe, like and share buttons so that we can keep this growing. And see you in our next video. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.